Hello everyone on my channel. Today let's crochet tote bag for the shelter with the flower pattern. Um, what we need for this is two yarn because one wouldn't be enough. It's happened for me. Probably you can make this bag a little bit smaller. That's why one yarn would be enough. And also I use three different hooks. Then you will know why, but initially we need just two of them, just different sizes. I use 10 and 8. To begin with, please always stretch your yarn each time, and always make sure that you choose the right side of the yarn to make it look much better, and because it's all this not nice look would be visible then. Yes, and we will start with 18 loops in our chain. Then we will start crochet our first row with 16 single crochet on it. Have done 16 single crochet. Then we will do 3 single crochet in one loop which left. Please hide the yarn as I'm doing on this video, and also we will continue 16 single crochet for our row. Then one loop which is left, we will put 3 single crochet in one loop. Please end the first row in the same way. As a result of first row, we receive 38 stitches in our row. We already have done our first single crochet of our second row. That's why there are 15 single crochet left. As a result, we receive 16 single crochet. Then in the next 3 loops we will put 2 single crochet in each loop. After this we will do 16 single crochet, and then in the 3 left loops we will put 2 single crochet in each one of them. Please end the second row is the same way as it's shown, and as a result of the second row we might receive 44 stitches in a row. At this point we will start to make our flower pattern. That's why we will do 2 loops. We have done 2 loops. Now we will do a double crochet in the same loop of which we started to do our 2 loops. So we will do 1 double loop at the same loop, then the second one at the same loop. As a result we will receive 2 double crochet in the same loop, and then we will skip 1 loop and put next our 2 double crochet at the third one loop from the beginning. All of this double crochet and our 2 first loops we will keep on our hook without finishing them, so that's why as a result we will receive 1 loop from our 2 loops at the beginning, then 2 loops from each double crochet. So we done 4 of them. As a result we might receive on our hook 9 loops, and then we will take our yarn through all of them. So we have done our slip stitch through all of our crochet. Then we will make 1 loop. After this we will do at the loop we are receiving 2 our double crochet as well. Doesn't finish them, keep them on our hook. Then we will do the next 2 double crochet in the same loop we just did from the previous one, so highly recommend to see how it's look like on in the video. My explanation is pathetic, I could say. And then we will skip on our main row 1 loop, and in the next one we will put our next 2 double crochet. So as a result, we might receive one loop from our beginning of this pattern. Then we might receive two double crochet, then two double crochet and two, six double crochet, and one. So it might be 13 loops on our hook. Then we take our yarn through all of them and make a slip stitch, and then make a loop again, and at this point it's how all our rows will look like. Again, just to repeat how now our pattern will look like, we will start the pattern from the loop on our hook, then we will put two double crochet without finishing them in the loop just behind our hook or under our hook. Then we will do next double crochet, two double crochet in the loop we're using before in a previous lower row. Then we skipping one loop and put next two double crochet in the next loop. After that we will receive 13 stitches or loops on our hook. We will take yarn through all of them and finishing our row with one more loop. So we continue the rest of the row with this pattern, and at this point I just decided to change my hook to a wooden one because it's a little bit tricky to do so much stitches on the plastic one hook with this type of yarn. That's why I prefer wooden one. So that's why I highly recommend to choose wooden one hook in this case. And again, just to show how our pattern look like in case you forgot or you would like to some remind or recap. And here we came to that point where we might to do our last pattern at this row, and the main question where we might to put our double crochet, our second one double crochet in our pattern. So, and the answer is would be our first loop where it was the beginning of our row. So please see on the video. And then how initially we will finish our row, it's just making two double crochet in the loop we're receiving from our pattern, and with slip stitch we join our loops. Then we will start our next row at this way, and all the rest our rows will start at the same way. We will do two loops, then we will do double crochet in the same loop we just start, and then in the next loop we will do double crochet, and then take the yarn through all of our stitches we're receiving on our hook. And yeah, it's our first step, and then we will do our like flower pattern, which is two loops on a hook on the beginning, sorry, not on the hook, just chain of two loops, and then double crochet in the loop we just start, then double crochet to the previous loop, and then to the next one without skipping any loops. And then we will take our yarn through all the loops on a hook and finish in the row. And with this pattern we will do all the rest row, just exception that the our beginning of our row and the ending of our row, but the rest of the row will be absolutely the same with the pattern we already have discussed. Here at this point we already done 5 rows, and I just decided to change my hook from 10 to 8 one, because the loops will be look a little bit smaller, and it's doesn't need to like decrease our rows. So I just recommend this a little bit tip to you. Again, I use the wooden hook because of the kind of yarn I'm using here. Also, a good tip, sorry for showing just at this stage to you, that it's would be good to mark the beginning of your row, and then you always will know, just to don't skip and don't like crochet over the beginning of your row, and knowing where you need to end this. We have done 4 rows of our flower pattern with the 8, sorry, with the 10 hook, and then we make 3 more rows with the 8 one. And now we intend to finish our bag. And our last row will look like this. We will do double crochet, two double crochet in each loop, and each of these double crochet will be ended one, so that's why we just make two loops, and then we will start to do double crochet at the same loop, then in the next one and in the next one. When you nearly to finish our end row, we can cut the yarn, and to join our like beginning and the end of the row, we just use slip stitch. So our back is done, and it's look like this. We done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 rows. So yeah, it's our result. Now we will do straps for our bag or handles for our bag. To begin with, we need to do 5 loops in our chain. Then we will take a yarn from each loop, and in the end of it we might receive 4 loops on our hook, and then we will start one by one to take the yarn through all of our hooks on through all of our loops on our hook, just one by one, not through all of them, and as a result we might receive just one loop on our hook, and we will begin the next row with the same pattern. Take 3 loops from our previous row, and then with the 4 loops on our hook we will take the yarn through each of them one by one. I did 44 rows of this yarn for our strap or handle for our bag. I use the yarn which left from our crochet, our straps or handle, and I will sewing or just attaching it to the bag. Here's the way I have attached. I could recommend to probably sewing with a needle and a thread to make it attach more better, but I did it just with our hook and our lifted yarn. At this point, I could say that our bag is done. We make everything what we can. We attach our straps and we crochet all over bag. Great job, team! Please enjoy your results and receiving a really nice bag.